Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Undisputed on this Thursday. I'm Jen Hale. We're so glad you're with us. That is Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Wait, where's the Henny? Where's your Snoop stash?
No. We'll need that. It's
Why
preseason.
not?
It's
You
preseason.
just won the preseason championship last night, even though you fell to 0-2, but that doesn't
Did you see
matter.
what you saw?
I saw what I saw. Let's talk about it.
Oh, let me show you what happened the other night. We got something for you.
Yeah.
Let's dive in this morning, gentlemen. Let's start with what you just brought up, Skip. Lakers 0-2 now in the preseason. They lost 104-99 to the Phoenix Suns last night. Now, LeBron did lead them, though, in scoring. He had 23 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Kendrick Nunn added another 21 points. Russell Westbrook, he cashed in with 12. Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how impressed are you with LeBron and your Lakers?
Well, Skip, I'm more impressed with the Lakers as a team than LeBron. I know LeBron is going to be LeBron. I just wanted to see how his body looked. Was he able to get up and down the court? He looked good. His body looks good. Look, he's in great shape. You can tell he's been in the lab. Told you he was in the lab, right? It showcased the lab. Those three was falling. Cut it.
Has he been working out or shooting practice?
You know what? As a matter of fact, DJ, can you drop this track? Because I don't really like to showcase this, but since it was GOAT last night, let's see what he had going on. Let's see some of the lab work paying off early in Vegas. You see this right there, Skip?
All right.
You see him?
Yeah. Oh, one-footed.
Oh, because I remember last year you was...
Wait. It goes up and around and up, and it was a
What about that one? What about that one?
That one worked?
What about this one from Henderson, Nevada?
Yeah.
What about that one?
You know what they say about blind squirrels?
Yeah, they
find
a bunch of them.
an acorn.
Running the floor, diving to the basket, getting easy baskets. The thing that impressed me most about the Lakers, Skip, the ball movement. They had 17 assists in the first half, only 6 turnovers. Austin Reeves had 8. He was inserted into the starting lineup last night. They look good. Now, finally, I was like, okay, this looks like an offense. This looks like something that Laker Nation can sink their teeth into, not just standing around everybody looking over you. You gonna do something? Are you gonna do something? The most impressive player that I saw last night was Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn is going to be great with AD. We can never get AD on the floor and keep him on the floor for an extended period of time. I think he'll be great with AD and LeBron in the pick and roll, Skip. He can catch and shoot. He can get to the basket. He was sensational last night. He had 21 points in 19 minutes. He had 4 threes. He looked great. He's a natural scorer of the basketball. And that's what we need. We need to Skip, the second unit is going to have to find a way to keep these leads that when the guys give them, the first unit gives them the lead, they're going to have to find a way to keep the lead. So I think Kendrick Nunn been on the floor, and I think the biggest thing is that at some point in time, AD and LeBron will have to be on the court at all times with this second unit to make sure that when they have a lead, they keep it, or if they're behind, they can dig into the lead until those guys get back. Look, Russ is going to be Russ. He wasn't very efficient, and that's not what he is. He's not an efficient player. But I like the fact that, hey, he 4 turnovers in 21 minutes, Skip. You got to cut that down. Project that out over 32, 33 minutes. That's probably going to be 6 turnovers. That's a little bit more than you would like. But, I like the aggressiveness. Again, he's getting, careless with the ball. He was upset. Thought he got fouled. Thought he had drew some contact, and the officials didn't call it. But I like what I saw as far as ball movement. LeBron James, I got what I expected from LeBron. I told you he was going to bounce back after that 0-for-7 performance that he gave you the first preseason game. He looked good. His body looked good, and the bounce seemed to be there. So for me, I gave it an 8, Skip. Overall, I mean, I gave LeBron a 1. But Kendrick Nunn and the Lakers and the ball movement, that's an 8 for me.
Okay. I'm going to, just for one preseason night, go you one better. I'm going all the way up to a 9.
Oh, you gave it a 9.
How impressed I was.
Okay.
Because I must admit to you, sir, I saw the makings of a Western Conference contender last night. I saw the makings of.
Okay.
I got to get this one out of the way. AD already? Like already? But they're saying it's just low back tightness. I don't know. They play back-to-back tonight in Vegas, and if AD does play tonight, then I'll say, okay, everything's cool. But we're only into the second preseason game, and he's already, quote-unquote, hurt. He's going to sit and miss the game.
You know how them backs are.
And come on, it's just so early. I'm saying, is history repeating again? But other than that, let's go big picture scope right now. This team looks better than it did last year.
Yes.
Because all of those fading stars that were coming off the bench last year are gone. There's obviously no Melo, there's no Dwight. The point is, I raved about Kendrick Nunn to you when they got him, and then they didn't got him.
Right.
I don't know what happened to him last year. It was like the most mysterious thing. He missed the whole year.
Season.
I kept saying, well, he'll come back next week, right? He'll come back. No, next week.
Well, that's what they were telling you.
I know. Next week, no. How about none? How about no Kendrick Nunn, right? And he can play. He could play for the Heat. You remember the bubble finals?
Yeah.
He would come in and light it up.
Right.
He's a little lefty scorer, and he's slick, and he's slithery, and he's got game. He's got a little electric to him where he's hard to stop. I
think he fell, Skip, I think he fell out of with the Heat because they're like, look, we don't need any more scoring. We got Jimmy Butler, we got Bam, we got Tyler Hero. We need you to play defense.
I can't vouch for his defense. I can just tell you.
They go to the offense.
Okay, so they switched it up last night, and all of a sudden, Darvin Ham just brought him off the bench, and he came in and just lit him up.
Yes.
He goes 8 of 13 and 4 of 7 from 3.
Yeah.
That will work.
Yes.
And Austin Reeves was in the starting lineup.
Yes.
And he may be permanently in your starting lineup because he doesn't care if he shoots or not.
Right.
In fact, I think they're encouraging him to shoot a little bit more. But look what he did in that big A column, that assist column.
Yep, 9.
He had 9 assists.
Right.
Well, it's because he knows how to play basketball. I like the flow. I like the look when he was distributing, especially in the break. He's going to make the correct play on the fast break. Mm-hmm. That brings me to your man, LeBron James. I'm wondering if he was responding to the ridicule he received from many places, but especially from this side of this table, after he went 0 for 7 on opening preseason game number 1, as he enters the year in which we all believe, knock on wood, that he stays healthy. He's going to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to become the all-time leading scorer in the history of this league. And that guy goes 0 for 7. And last night, it looked like he had his mad on in a good way, that he came out like, watch this. And right out of the box, he starts making everything he looks at. And I got to tell you, I thought he looked, dare I say, fabulous last night. His body looks sensational. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. I'm not sarcastic. I'm speaking straight from the gut and the heart. LeBron James last night looked 37 going on 27 and maybe 22 because his body looked 22-ish to me.
He looked good.
His energy in preseason game number 2, trust me, I've been watching this for a long time. He came out with Game 7 energy last night. I don't know what lit his fire. Was it the criticism he received for 0 for 7? But Shannon, on the defensive end, not only was he, as you say, getting in the chair, he was chasing down. He was all over the floor. He was flying around on defense. It's preseason game number 2. And I'm like, LeBron, leave some of it for the regular season because I've never seen any superstar play any harder than LeBron played last night in preseason game number 2. Maybe you have, I have not. He was possessed last night to sort of right the ship, not only personally, but team-wise. He wanted them to look like a contender last night. Did it stick in his craw that the annual GM survey came out and the GMs voted the Lakers in 8th place in the West and the Clippers in 1st place in the West?
No, where they voted him at.
Well,
Where they voted,
maybe.
He didn't even get a vote for last second shot.
He
was the 4th best small forward.
Okay, that's true. That is true.
So
okay, yeah, you could be right.
At that, like, oh, wait up. Okay, y'all forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Let me show you.
Something flipped his switch last night in ways I've never seen. I will say, in the bigger picture, I don't know what's going on. He said, he sort of telegraphed this from the start. Darvin Ham said, LeBron wants to play more in the preseason. Well, he's playing most of the first half in these games,
17,
right?
Yeah, he's 17, but he played 15 minutes the other night, 17.
Okay, and yet I'm looking around the league, all the starters are playing first half minutes, like pretty much the full. Like I'm watching Philly last night. They're all going to play.
So in other words, it's the flip side of what they do in the NFL.
I just was going to make that point because the NFL has gone completely south on this, where I can only speak for my Dallas Cowboys. They play nobody in the preseason. Dak is not going to see the field. Zeke is not going to see the field. All they do is play scrimmages that are controlled by the coaches against another team for maybe 3 days during the week leading up to the preseason game. The starters will scrimmage, but the coaches can regulate where they got whistles in their mouth and they can stop play, and you're really not going to hit the quarterback. They got kind of unwritten rules where you're not going to do that. So they can get in some good work, but it's not that physical. And then you get to the game night on Saturday night, and it's all backups who play, right? Okay, this is shocking to me in a pleasant way that I can watch Philly last night and Tyrese goes off and scores 21 in the first half. It's like they're playing hard. What did LeBron end up with? 23 in the first half?
Yeah, 8 of 11.
Okay, it's impressive, the energy required, the commitment. They're playing these first halves like they're real, live games that count kind of halves.
Right.
Okay, I'm impressed with that. I'm impressed with LeBron. I don't like the logo 3 that you showed because it's just not worth it. It's all for show.
He's feeling it.
It's just show.
He got a heat check.
Okay, is it a heat check? How many of those is he going to make? I had the stat
Probably about
last
5
year.
or 6.
You know, he might make 5 or 6 a year out of the 30 that he tried.
Nah, he ain't gonna try but like 10 or 12. But Skip, when you feel it, you got you try it. You feel it. You see, he come down one-footed it, and then he come down the other side. He hit the kick out 3 after the rebound, and then you're like, man, I feel this. Bam.
Maybe it's a Vegas thing for LeBron. We're going to talk in a few minutes about he was campaigning after the game. Adam Silver, give me a team. Let me buy into a team. He can't afford it himself, but let me be the face of the franchise. Let me have a team in Las Vegas. And obviously, once he's through playing basketball, he wants to own a team in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, off a game like this, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I'm not sure this is going to carry over.
It's going to carry over.
Will it?
Yeah. Have you not seen 19 years of this? You talk about what happens in Vegas. This has happened in every arena around the country. Madison Square Garden, Chase Center, Boston Garden. Doesn't matter. You've seen 19 years. What you mean what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? He's the worst kept secret in basketball history.
The worst kept secret